John Green. How are you doing this? How you doing this beautiful, beautiful morning for real? How y'all doing this beautiful morning, guys? I'm sorry, I'm still big on my nose. Sorry. Apologies about that. How you doing in this beautiful Monday morning? For real, hey, enough the BS. Let's jump into it. This got to be disgusting. I mean, I know a lot of people, especially during the pandemic, went to buying stuff digital, especially when it comes to movies, video games, stuff like that. Went to buy stuff digital and not physical copy, basically. Which I understand because digital you can store so much stuff with, basically, when it comes to video games, movies, stuff like that. Whereas where having a physical copy does take up a lot of space. You got a lot of space and after a while, when you see collection, you look like you got so much clutter, which I understand why people say, screw this, I want to go to digital. Now comes up one of the many problems with buying stuff digital, especially where you buy it digitally at, for real. Now, some people, right, basically, will buy a lot of digital movies and TV shows, basically, and video games from the Sony PlayStation store. So far as I know, this only concerns the TV shows and stuff you bought, basically from Sony PlayStation store, which is concerned Warner Brothers product. Warner Brothers, basically 1,200 purchases from Sony's digital store is being removed. All basically that got anything to do with Warner Brothers, all being removed by the end of the year. Oh, there is no refunds. Sony and Warner Brothers are not refunding you, which I believe that's messed up. Now, I know some people like to say, "Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Since we bought it digitally one now, we bought it before we earn it." That's why I always tell people, read the terms of agreement. You know that thing that Sony sends you every year, once a year. Oh, we upgrade our terms of agreement. And sometimes you fly right through it and just say accept and keep going. Nah, you gotta read it. In that terms of agreement, it specifically says, even though you buy something digital, you don't quite own it. So basically, we might as well say, basically, you spend, let's say for instance, you bought a TV show, basically. Remember, Sony used to do TV shows. You used to be able to buy them for like $40, $50, basically, right? They said, oh, I own it. You don't own it. You don't. Basically, you don't own it. And basically, they're being removed. Even purchases that you purchased are being removed by the end of the year, basically, and they're not refunding nobody. I believe that's wrong. I believe that's messed up. Because here's my also say, this is a bad precedent. Because what if they do this also to video games? What if Sony, for some unknown reason, loses their digital rights, basically? They say, for instance, the EA Sport, the Ubisoft says, you know what, we're pulling all of our purchases, including the digital purchase ones, which means just because you buy something digitally, you don't quite own it. The same thing they do right now with TV shows, they can do with video games, which means you don't quite own it. That's why I'll be honest with you. Some video games, I do have the physical copies for. But there are some I said, you know what? It's better to have a digital instead of a physical copy. Please. Hey, that's why ain't nothing wrong with having a physical copy of a video game. There's nothing wrong with that, for real. Especially what is going on right now, basically, with Sony, which I don't too much blame PlayStation. It's Warner Brothers, but I'll be honest, Sony should suffer basically some of the blame basically for not being transparent when it comes to the digital store, because they've been having problems before with the digital store problems. They had problems before, for real. So I know some of y'all people who did buy basically TV shows that dealt with Warner Brothers on the Sony PlayStation store. I'm sorry, but some of your stuff may get removed by the end of the year, and you will not be refunded. You're not refunded. Basically, I blame Warner Brothers also. Warner Brothers has been doing grimy stuff so far this year. They've been doing deceptive practices this year because they've been losing money. They've been losing money. They've been making, this is one of the many bad things that Warner Brothers have done so far this year. One of many bad things. And this is what got me hating Warner Brothers right now. Real for real. One, you made Batgirl. Everybody said Brendan Fraser was the, and people did see it. Basically, digital only people, basically actors that said Brendan Fraser. Everybody came out. Brendan Fraser would have won an Oscar for playing Firefly, which had me like, oh my god. Oh, and he had Michael Keaton back playing Batman. You canceled that, claiming tax credit. You canceled the recent John Cena movie, which he did, called Coyote versus Acme. You canceled that movie and claimed tax credit. Now you're getting rid of 1,200 shows. So far, we know it's TV shows so far for the Sony PlayStation Store, which people have paid money for. Money for, and tell them, oh, you're not getting refunded. It's going to get refunded, and you're removing them. That's messed up. That is completely messed up. This is going to cause people to not trust anything that comes from Warner Brothers. And I'm going to be honest with you. And Warner Brothers for real. And then Warner Brothers going to wonder, oh, why this movie ain't doing so good, why we doing so bad. Why? Because people are going to start boycotting your product. And you got a movie getting ready to come out soon called what? Ooh, Aquaman 2. Watch what happens with that movie. Watch what really happens to that movie. For real. Again, to all those people who are not, hey, those people who still buy physical copies of video games, stuff like that, still do it. Because even though so far it doesn't affect video games, so far it doesn't. So far we know it doesn't, but who's to say this can't happen? With video games, basically, whatnot. Who say this really can't happen? I'll be honest. That's why sometimes ain't nothing wrong with having the physical copies of video games. And this right here is a perfect example. Because if they could do this with TV shows, basically in the Sony PlayStation Store, they could do this with video games. I'll be honest with you. They could do this with video games. They really, really can. And so far, with all the problems going on with Sony PlayStation Store, I don't know how can anybody trust anything that comes from the Sony PlayStation Store. Honestly, how can you trust anything for real? Unless it's a controller basically. How can you trust anything that comes from the PlayStation Store? I'm gonna be dead honest. So far, so far, knock on wood. Basically, I bought TV shows and movies for the Microsoft Store. It had no problems. Zero whatsoever. I still got movies dating all way back when he first started and had no problems with the Microsoft Store. That I could say about Xbox. I had no problems. I trust them completely and had those zero problems. Even stuff where I complained about with their problems, they gave me refunds or they gave me Xbox gift cards and use this blah blah blah. I said, bet, boom, 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 boom. I've had no problems with Microsoft Store, period. Sony, on the other hand, keeps having problems with their digital store. And this is just one of many problems. I've heard people have stories about many problems for real. I'll be honest with you. Hey, I don't know how y'all can trust Sony PlayStation Store. I don't buy nothing from the Sony PlayStation Store. I don't. If I do buy anything, is because I got a gift card or something. I say bet, boom. Other than that, I don't. I really don't, for real. That's why a lot of my PlayStation games are actual hardcore copies. I got very few digital copies, very few, and very few. And if I do, it's transferred from my PlayStation 4, for real. But excuse me, but for real, they have so much problems. Basically, some of this should go on Sony's fault. Some of this, but mainly Warner Brothers, for real. But mainly Warner Brothers. So those of you who have so far, again, this only affects basically like TV shows so far. When I find out more, trust me, I'm definitely gonna report to you and let you know for real. But if you're gonna buy anything from the Sony PlayStation Store, be very wary. Trust me, be very wary. Even concerning video games, again, so far video games not affected, but it can be in the future. Be very, very wary for real. For real, honestly, be kind of should I not type of thing, basically. I'll be dead honest, man. I'll be dead honest, and I feel sorry for all those people basically who basically gonna lose our money, who spend money on these TV shows, basically TV shows and stuff, and they're just gonna be gone. Also, speaking, it's gonna be going into the year. Those are the year. Friday the 13th video game. That's gonna be delisted end of the year. Again, because the company that made the game had a license to do it for a certain amount of years. Now that license is up at the beginning of next year, basically. So that Friday the 13th video game is going to be delisted. If you want to pay, want to buy a play it, buy it now, which I don't think you should, whatnot, because even though it's $4 right now, basically whatnot, basically once next year's come around January 1st, the servers will be shut down and again, it'll be no good. Basically, so hey, basically if you do have it, basically just wrap it up, use it for a collector's item, basically. But there is another Friday the 13th video game coming out by another company that said they're gonna do it way better than this one, and said this one's gonna be this one is not gonna be like licensed like this one was. Licensed basically where with a certain amount of years basically then it gets shut down. This one's gonna be permanent, which is good. Which is good. Which is good. Also, I'm gonna say this: I had no problem with this current Friday the 13th game. It was a damn good game. I enjoyed playing it. It was a fun game. One moment you were the people running from Jason, trying to hide from Jason. The other moment you're Jason. It's fun playing Jason, by the way. It sucks that this game only was licensed for so many years. It really does suck. It does, which I think is not fair. Not fair, but hey, that's how it is. That's how it is, man. How it is, especially if you are a small company, small independent software company, where you do a game like this, but you only got enough money only to do it licensed up to amount of years. Man, this kind of sucks, man. But hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. So basically, if you do have this game, enjoy it because by the end of the year, basically, it's going to be delisted and the server's going to be shut down beginning of next year, which sucks, basically. And you might as well just wrap it up, put it on the shelf, collector's item, for real. For honestly, you might as well, because it's going to be delisted, and that sucks. Also, speaking of video games, Capcom has confirmed that they are going to make more remakes, and which means this: we could be getting a Resident Evil 5 remake, which that game sucks. 6, I don't mind. 6, I don't mind. Code Veronica, I don't mind. Please, Code Veronica. But 5, no. 5, no, and no, and no, and no. For real, no. For real, and I'll be honest with you. 5, no, honestly. No, and no. Let me be dead honest, for real. No, for real. No. Also, I'm switching gears here. I mean, I'm gonna say this. I'm happy, but then I gotta be honest. I know some of y'all watched the Packer game last night, and I had for the back end of the thing. My Packers won. Woohoo! Green Bay. Yes, but I will say this. Excuse me. I would say this. Yes, that was pass interference at the end. Yes, we won because of that no pass interference call. I would be honest. I would say that. That was blatant pass interference. Yo, my man, that was blatant pass interference. A blind man would have called pass interference right there. For real, they would have. I will be honest. Yes, y'all Chiefs fans did get screwed at the end. But hey, I'll be honest with you. Man, Green Bay won. We 6-6. Hopefully we continue to win our games. Continue to win more games, basically, and end up in the playoffs. Hopefully we can. I would say this. Jordan Love's starting to look good. He's starting to look good. So far. He's starting to look good so far. I'm like, okay, all right. He's starting to look good. He's starting to look good, basically. We beat the Chiefs. Even the refs helped us. I'll be honest, the refs helped us, but still, a win's a win. Let's be real here, y'all. A win's a win. Like Vin Diesel said, it is an inch or a mile, winning is winning. Whether it was helped with the refs or not helped by the refs, winning is winning. I know y'all Chiefs fans don't want to hear this. Y'all don't want to hear this, basically, but hey, my Packers won. Everyone. I might just actually, when I go to the mall later on this week, I might just actually buy me a Jordan Love jersey. I might actually get me a Jordan Love jersey. Yeah, but still, hey, a win's a win. A win's a win for real. Win's a win. Green Bay won. Hey, we won, baby. We won. For real. But still, that was passing. I'll admit this. That was pass interference. I mean, he had my man wrapped around the neck, all grumped up like this. I mean, I would went like this already. That's why I saw that. I was pass interference. I'm like, no, okay, thank you. For real. Also, man, yesterday, giving it disappointed me yesterday was the Niners Eagles. I expected more for the Eagles, y'all. I expected more for the freaking Eagles, man. But even though some people can say basically, someone say the Niners were more rested than the Eagles, that's still a bunch of BS. You're a professional athlete, you got to step up. But hey, the Niners spanked them. The Niners spanked them. The Niners spanked them for real. The Niners spanked them for real. The Niners did. That would be come on, Eagles, for real. But also, I would say this. I like college football. I'm a college football fan, basically. My college football team is Notre Dame. I'm a Notre Dame fan, hands down. When I be playing college football, basically college football, on my PlayStation 3, yes, I still got PlayStation 3. I use Notre Dame. I'm a Notre Dame fan, hands down. But what happened to Florida State was a complete travesty. Florida State, there's no way Bama should have been chosen ahead of Florida State. That's a bunch of fucking. I mean, come on, man. Florida State got screwed. I'll be honest with you. According to the rankings, basically, according to sorority rankings, Alabama 4th. I'm putting this up on my Tinder account. Alabama 4th, Florida State 3rd. Sorority ranking 5th, 55th. Win losses versus top 25 teams. Alabama 4-1. You got Florida State 3-0 versus top 25 teams. 3-0. Key wins. Alabama, yes, Bama did beat Georgia. Bama did beat Miss. Bama did beat LSU. Yes. But Florida State beat Louisville. Florida State beat LSU. Florida State beat Clemson. Even though I would say this, it's been by the strength of their defense. Because Florida State quarterback got injured, and the strength of the offense, basically the defense, basically, they chose Alabama basically because they're fair favorite. That's it. You chose Bama because you're a fair favorite, and they're not even better than Florida State. I feel sorry for them kids, man, over there at Florida State. They got fucked. They did. They really, really did. Basically, this committee sucks. I'm happy we won't have this problem next year, because next year it get expanded, and next year, if this was next year, Florida State would be in. But still, man, I'm happy we're not going to have this problem next year, for real. I mean, these kids at Florida State balled their freaking asses off. They really did, and they got screwed. They got screwed, yo, for real. I mean, Michigan, cool. The other two teams, cool. But Alabama don't deserve to be in over Florida State. I'm saying it. I don't care if people get pissed off for saying this. Bama should not be in there. Florida State should be in there. For real. Come on now. Florida State should be in there. I mean, this is why I hate basically the college football committee, because they suck. They really do suck. I'll be honest with you, they're just horrible. They're freaking horrible. They are, for real. They are. They really, really are, for real. I mean, they really, really are. And they're just plain and simple, just. It's horrible, alright? But I feel sorry for them kids over there, for real. Y'all, firstly, y'all bought your asses off. Nothing, you have nothing really to hang your head down. Make sure y'all got screwed. Some of y'all who plan to go to the NFL, man, for real, hope y'all make it. Hope y'all make it for real. But the committee, man, this committee effed up. Committee effed up, for real. Committee effed up, for real. The committee really is effed up. I'm going to say this. The committee is freaking effed up. I mean, yes, after I'm thank God next year we won't have these problems for real. Next year we won't have these problems, honestly. Hey, reason why there was no NBA game, we went with the NBA game yesterday, basically, not as NBA game last night, is because of that tournament, basically, that NCAA tournament they're doing. They're having two games. They're having two games tonight, basically. They have two games tonight. They're having two games. They're having two games tonight, basically, and both are TNT. First one's at 7:30. Celtics Pacers, Boston. We all know Boston will win that game. And then 10 o'clock game is Pelicans Kings. It's Pelicans Kings, basically. Basically, they got two games today, and then on Tuesday they're gonna have two games, basically. Two games, basically. It's the quarterfinals, basically, and then same thing. And then you have a whole bunch of games on Wednesday, basically. Everybody can engage Wednesday, but today and tomorrow it's only gonna be two games, basically for NBA, basically. Basically, and both days it's gonna be on ESPN. It's gonna be ESPN for real. It is ESPN. Also, those of you who basically don't want to watch basketball or don't want to watch basketball, basically, hey, check out Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw is supposed to be good tonight. Supposed to be really excellent tonight, for real. Also, speaking of basically Monday Night Raw, this dude got hurt. Kevin Owens got hurt, basically. Kevin Owens basically suffered, basically fractured his fourth or fifth metacarpal, basically, in his hand, basically. He's gonna be out for quite some time, basically. Kevin Owens stay out. Kevin Owens just stays out, basically. Also, hey, you also got some Monday Night Football tonight. The Monday Night Football game is, yeah, it's gonna be a real snoozer, basically. It's gonna be a real snoozer. Basically, for those of you who do want to watch it, basically, I'll be honest, it is gonna watch it. It's Bengals, Jaguars, basically. Jaguars gonna win that game, basically. So those of you who want to watch it, it's gonna be kind of a snoozer, basically. Hey, basically, when it's not so much. Not really too much exciting sports today, for real. Not much too much exciting sports today, for real. But Monday Night Raw, hey, check out Monday Night Raw. For Monday Night Raw, is supposed to be hot. Basically, it's gonna be real good. Football games today, it's gonna be kind of a snoozer. Basketball game is somewhat predictable because we all know Boston's gonna beat the Pacers. That's just a gimme. Even though I'll say this, Indiana's been playing pretty good lately. Indiana has been playing pretty good. They have been playing real good, for real. But honestly, I'm picking Boston over Indiana today. In that second game, basically, New Orleans. I think it's the second game, basically, which is New Orleans in Sacramento. That one should be pretty interesting at 10 o'clock. New Orleans, Sacramento. That was gonna be more close and more interesting, for real. That was gonna be very, very interesting. Also, there's been rumors going around, basically, that Golden State may trade Klay Thompson, but according to reports, Golden State's not going to trade Klay Thompson. But honestly, I think that would change if he continues to slump between now and trade deadline. And trade deadline is in February. I would not be surprised if they change their mind come trade deadline. I would not be surprised. I really would not be surprised. Because also, I believe it's a contract year for him. For real. It's a contract year for him. Even though right now they say they're not, but it's contract year. If you continue to slump, you're better off trading them and getting something for him right now. Get something for him right now, basically. Or losing them, basically, whatnot, and losing, basically, and I'm getting nothing. For real. Again, things could change, for real. Hey, thank you for listening to my podcast. Podcast available wherever you get your podcasts, on Podbean, Spotify, most Apple Podcasts, and most on iHeartRadio. All right. Most live on my Twitch channel, basically. I'm also live on my YouTube channel. Y'all have a blessed day. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to me, basically. But I feel sorry for all you fans, whatnot. All you fans, basically, whatnot, who get screwed over by Sony PlayStation Store. That sucks. That truly does suck, for real. It really does. All right. Y'all have a blessed day. You have a blessed day, all right? Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching it. What did I just do? Oh.